22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Lambeau. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Yo, you just watch 88 over there. Just watch 88. I got shoot this side. I got shoot this side.
On play action, here's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Play action, now it's Tua. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 54 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run with Gibbs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option. Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Touchdown, Packers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. And he hits Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now back to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. He'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Right back to him on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys, maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He finds his man, complete. It's Fleming. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Tua. He's got his man on the crossing route. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up. Look at the big man rumble. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fleming. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing. And they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And that's caught inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? And they'll send the tight end in motion. 2-0 once again here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're just...
There he goes, right side. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Tua now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Tua going to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Dawson Knox from a yard out. And the Packers have retaken a third quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Drew Sanders. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Now they'll shift things around. Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Oh, how about the shot there? Taking no chances. He is dropped behind the line. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Go! 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Come on. Solo left Zion.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 35. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Tua to try again on 2nd down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Fleming. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Tua to throw again. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Striker, 3-3.
21G.
Field, flat.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Tua sets up to pass it.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game.
Well, they set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now they'll change things up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll get this down to the 48-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Tua now on first down.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Through the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Packers.
Jalen Waddle, 89 yards. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
They'll drop to throw. And he hits Drake. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27th. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 in one of our early window games here.